Bonjour and welcome back, family, to the Stats 24 basketball video predictions. Today we'll be taking a look at the games between Thursday and Friday night. First one being the Bucks versus the Celtics, which will take place at the Fisher Forum in Milwaukee at the Bucks Arena. For this game, we'll be looking at Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown on the Celtics. They have been two big components for the team, scoring 31 points per game for Jayson Tatum and 26 points per game for Jaylen Brown, closing on 27 points per game. They've been two pillars for the team, but of course that doesn't come with the rest of the team, the role players. We're looking at Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard. There's a reason why they went to the finals last year, and they can do it this year very easily. On the Bucks side, we'll be looking, of course, at the third runner so far for the MVP race, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is averaging 31 points so far this season with close to 12 rebounds. With him, we'll be taking a look at Brook Lopez, who is averaging 16 points this season, shooting a very efficient 38% from three, and of course recording 2.5 blocks per game this season, close to a steal as well. He is the number one contender so far with Triple J or Jaren Jackson Jr. for the DPOY or the Defensive Player of the Year award. So the Bucks have, of course, a stacked team, and a DPOY contender and an MVP contender. We cannot look away from this matchup. Now, this matchup is a comeback from last year's playoffs, where the Bucks lost in Game 7 to the Celtics. Lots of back and forth in that series, a wonderful playoff in general, but this game, couple games before the end of the regular season, will tell us a little bit about playoff competition between the Bucks, the Celtics, and other Eastern Conference big teams. For the winner of this game, we'll be taking the Bucks due to many factors, mainly because they have an MVP runner-up, they have a DPOY runner, and they'll be playing at home. Additionally, they've been on a wonderful winning streak. Both of these teams are 7-3 in their record in their last 10 games, but the Bucks might have the upper hand. Now, for the second prediction of this night, on the very same night at 4 in the morning, the Denver Nuggets will be taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, both these teams have had a little bit of a rivalry so far this season. Both have been big in the Western Conference, but unfortunately for the Pelicans, they have fallen, going on a close to 15-game losing streak due to the lack of Zion Williamson on their team and Brandon Ingram. Luckily for them, Brandon Ingram has come back. Although the Pelicans are still a lower seeded team at the 11th seed in the West, which is not enough to make the playoffs or the play-in so far. They can turn that around though, thanks to Brandon Ingram, who is averaging 24 points per game with 5 rebounds and 5 assists. On this side, we'll be also looking at Trey Murphy III, who is in the dunk contest this year. Not very impressive, but what is impressive is that he has stepped up as a player, averaging 16 points per game this season so far, having scored 32 2 games ago. On top of that, he is a wing that can steal the ball, recording 1.1 steals so far this season, knowing that he is not a defensive player. That is an impressive stat to have on his side. So yeah, Brandon Ingram and Trey Murphy on the Pelicans, who will have to go against, of course, the favorite Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets, of course, you've seen them a lot on this series. We usually talk about them because they are just that good, and they are a good team to bet on. Now, as usual, we'll be looking at Nikola Jokic, who is averaging close to 25 points per game, close to 12 rebounds per game, and close to 10 assists per game this season. Almost a full triple-double. We can basically call it a triple-double. He is impressive. He is also a runner for the MVP. Instead of looking at Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray, we would like to look at the defensive and the helpers on the team. That would be Aaron Gordon, who is averaging 16 points per game this season on extremely efficient shooting. He's been a key player for the Nuggets since joining them in 2021. So far this season, it's shown. He does his part. He does it very well. And of course, we'll be talking about the new addition this year of KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who is averaging 11 points this season on 1.5 steals. He is a defensive-minded player. He is a defensive guard that the Denver Nuggets needed. He's also been a key player on this team, which is why we have to mention him today. Now, for the winner of this game, we'll be taking the Denver Nuggets out, as they are just the better team. Although upsets have happened this season, we cannot not see the Nuggets win tonight, especially knowing that they're playing at the Ball Arena in Denver, as they are the second best team when playing at home. Merci for watching, family. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please let us know what you think in the comments, and you can check more predictions and stats on stats24.com. You can also check the odds on Betway and Bet365.